If you met one of your ancient ancestors at night, you might not see a weak cave person. You might see a survivor built by hunger, fear, cold, and violence. A human who learned that darkness was not empty, it was watching. For a long time, we imagined early humans as simple people hiding from the wild, but that picture is too soft. Early humans were not only surviving the world, they were learning how to become one of the most dangerous animals in it. They were not the fastest, they were not the strongest, they had no claws, no armor, and no teeth made for killing. But they had something stranger: endurance, hands that could make tools, and a mind that could plan before the danger arrived. The world they lived in did not forgive mistakes: one wrong sound in the dark, one missed track in the mud, one winter with less food than expected. That was enough to erase a family line forever. Survival was not automatic. It had to be earned every day. At night, humans were vulnerable. Their eyes were not made for darkness. Their bodies were not made to fight alone. So they did not survive by pretending danger was not there. They survived by expecting it. And this is where humans became frightening. The first terrifying thing about them was not strength. It was coordination. One person with a spear could be killed. 5 people with a plan were different. They could watch, wait, signal, surround, remember, and teach the next generation how to do it better. Many animals can sprint faster than a human, but humans were built for something more patient. They could walk for hours, run, slow down, track, and continue. Under heat and pressure, an animal could tire before the humans gave up. That is a frightening kind of predator. Not the fastest one, the one that keeps coming. Then came the spear. A spear was more than a sharpened stick. It was distance, it was planning. It was the moment a fragile primate could turn wood, stone, and patience into danger. The hand that made a tool had already changed the rules of the fight. Fire changed the night too. It gave warmth, but it also gave control. It pushed darkness back. It made faces visible. It changed raw food into energy, and in the hands of humans, it became a warning. This space is ours. Come closer and pay for it. Ancient humans had to read the world like a message: a broken branch, a crushed plant, a fresh print in wet soil. To us, these are details. To them, they were information. The land was a page, and survival depended on knowing how to read it. Hunting was not only courage, it was strategy. Humans used terrain, timing, silence, and numbers. They could drive animals toward cliffs, mud, rivers, or waiting hunters. They did not need to overpower the world directly. They learned how to make the world help them, but they were not monsters. They felt fear. They protected children. They mourned. They listened to the dark and hoped morning would come. That is what makes the story more powerful. They were dangerous because they had to be. A lone human was vulnerable. A group was different. The group could surround danger, protect children, care for the injured, and carry knowledge through time. Humans did not become terrifying because one body was unstoppable. They became terrifying because many bodies could act like one mind. So were early humans terrifying? Yes, not because they were monsters, not because they were stronger than nature. They were terrifying because they were weak animals that learned how to cooperate, remember, build, burn, track, and wait. They survived by becoming dangerous together. And that is why the ancient human story still feels close. The same body that fears the dark also carries the mind that conquered it. When you look back at early humans, you are not looking at strangers. You are looking at the reason you are here.